28, Caitlin Aguilar. Number 23, Shelby Ardo Boyko. Number 4, Mackenzie Evans. Number 24, Ella Farrell. Number 19, Gianna Mendola. Number 3, Lindsay Sims. Number 11, Sarah Grieskovich. Number 10, Crystal Herder. Number 21, Isabella Mendola. And number 25, Elisa Prado. Now, the starters for Wyoming Valley West. Number 2, Lola Wojciechowski. Number 3, Gwen Langley. Number 5, Veronica Warnick. Number 6, Mackenzie Bowling. Number 8, Elise Ginocchetti. Number 9, B. Davis. Number 15, Warren Ritchie. Number 16, Gabby Marsola. Number 20, Riley Bobkowski. Number 28, Annabelle Wojciechowski. And number 30, Aubrey Dusler. Spartans are coached by Deb Stevens, assisted by Chris Langley. At this time, please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Spartan Stadium here at Wyoming Valley West for playoff soccer. The Wyoming Valley West Spartans hosting the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. We are ready to go and excited about this afternoon, or for that matter, this evening's contest between these two. These two previous games with these two teams have been fantastic. A 5-4 thriller at Wilkes-Barre area and a 1-0 thriller here at Wyoming Valley West. So we will see what happens tonight. Other games going on. Dallas-Berwick, that's a pretty big one. So the last time these two played, Mackenzie Bowling came up huge for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans, that's for sure, and just was a big part of it in goal. In the meantime, they've got a 9th grader down there for the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area in Angelina Mendola. So Bowling's a junior, and Mendola in goal is a freshman, and we're getting ready to get underway. Going to be defensive, thinking it's a one-goal game either way, but you just never know in these things. You know, they play two tight affairs, and there's a possibility one team just, gets a little bit on a roll here tonight. But we are underway here at Spartan Stadium as Wyoming Valley West will take their time, look around, see what they can do as the sun shines brightly here. Still, before we get to the evening, it's supposed to be pretty cool tonight, but right now with that sun on our back, it feels nice. But in about 20 minutes or so, don't think that sun will be around to give you a little bit of that warm feeling. So that one kicked high in the air, and it will go out as Wyoming Valley West hosts here. The winner to play Delaware Valley and Williamsport. That winner, which that game is going on right now out at Del Val. It is indeed a 5:30 start there as, a 5 o'clock start. It's supposed to be there as well. I want to thank our friends at District 2 for giving us the ability to do this game today. And, of course, the NFHS, National Federation of High Schools, that they're involved with the PIAA. So a deep throw in here for Valley West. Every opportunity they could get here, and then that is kicked out, and they'll get another throw in down that way. Deep throw once again, and that one booted back towards the Wolfpack bench, and they'll get another throw in now a little bit closer. So right now it is the Wolfpack. They get it to Crystal Herder. Herder is a playmaker, headed to Iona. Mendola does a cross here. It's a 1-on-3. So she's got a lot of traffic. She's got to get some players with her. She sends one down towards Herder. Great defensive play there by number 4. This one going down. Herder can't get there, and this one will go out. So nice job there in the center defensively by Wyoming Valley West. This one comes in. Valley West, Lindsey Sims battling, and so is number 2, Lola Wojciechowski. A heck of a player here, and she is just a freshman. So a big, bright future for Lola. Here is one. Mendola over to Herder. Herder tries to come sideways. Crystal Herder's going to try to rip one wide, but it'll be just that wide, and Bowling will take care of that. So early on here for Wyoming Valley West, playing some defense, doing what they got to do. This one hustled up over there, and it'll come to the center of the field. Annabelle Wojciechowski. Here's Crystal Herder. Can she beat? No. Bowling comes out. So a good job there defensively. That looked like Riley Bobkowski defensively doing the job to chase down Herder and make sure nothing happened there for the Wolfpack. So they send it over back towards the center. Griskevich. Now it is Sims. Sims sends one over and trying to stay on sides. Mendola, can she make an extra move? Gets rid of somebody, and then they call a foul on Mendola, say it's a push. So good job defensively over there. That was, I believe that was Lola Wojciechowski. I just got to get that young lady to turn around so I could see that. But the foul was called on Mendola. I believe that was Bay Davis who played that perfectly there for Wyoming Valley West. Sims again here will circle around towards the 50. She'll send one down, gets it off of Mendola's head, bouncing around. Can Crystal Herder get there against Langley? No. Gwen Langley kicks that out. Great defensive job there by Langley, the senior, who's also the field goal kicker, place kicker for the football team. Here comes Wyoming Valley West towards midfield. And this one will get kicked out. Griskevich now in the center. Annabelle Wojciechowski forcing her that way. Throw in here coming. Herder, Valley West right in her pocket. Nice job by number 20, Riley Bobkowski over there. Deep throw in here, and it goes off of Ella Farrell's head. So we'll try to get a reset here, Wyoming Valley West. Again, last time, 1-0 Wyoming Valley West from right here at Spartan Stadium back in the middle of October. We're into November now. One here by Lola Wojciechowski. Griskevich, a fall down. They'll call foul here on Griskevich, and they'll get a direct kick right here. This will be Langley coming over, the big, strong senior. They'll line up. This is a dangerous play here if you're a Wolfpack player, because you know that Langley's got a strong, strong leg. Boots one in, takes a big bounce over there, and Angelina Mendola will get to it. Her sister, Isabel Mendola, and the player for Wyoming Valley West both went down there, both battling for the ball, and no call. That one does go up in the air. Kick forward. Sims here is Herder. Herder will look to send this. Takes a little delay. Sends it down this right-hand side. Can Prado get there? And it is played perfectly over there by Davis. So Davis, the defender, is a 11th grader. Did the right thing. This is a throw in. Here is Aguilar, and then that is kicked out. 34-20. So this half just underway. Battle over there between Warnock and Aguilar. This one will go over towards Herder, but it is headed away by number 20, Riley Bobkowski. Griskevich kicks it back. Gianna Mendola's first touch of the afternoon. She gets it over to number 15, Gabrielle Marsola, and that will go out. Lauren Ritchie, a big part of the offense for this Wyoming Valley West team. She's fast, she's strong, she's a junior, she's got a lot of talent, and Warnock really has some breakaway speed as well. So those will be the two young ladies for the Spartans that we'll talk about here this evening. Good passing here. Annabelle Wojciechowski over to her sister Lola. This one hit off a body. It'll come inside, and then Shelby Ardo Boyko, and then Prado gets her foot on it over towards Lola Wojciechowski, the 9th grader. She'll send the ball down. Gianna Mendola gets it back out, and that'll be a reset. Here's Lindsey Sims looking around. Sends a deep one over towards Mendola. Good defense there by the Spartans to come up quickly. Sims and Wojciechowski over in the center. It'll be hit by Farrell and Evans, both wearing thigh sleeves, and then kicked out of the back. And then Gianna Mendola gets a little footsie on it, but she sends it forward. Ardo Boyko gets it up in the air. Now it'll come over towards Griskevich, but a good shield play there by Annabelle Wojciechowski. Sends it to Aguilar, sends it right back to her. Now Aguilar will try to control. Sends it to Mendola. Can Mendola get by? No. Good defense again by the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. They just taken that extra step up. Davis doing the job. This will get back over to number 8, Elise Giannichetti. This one's sent deep. This is a dangerous play with Warnock. It'll be Ardo Boyko trying to come over. Makes a cut. Here comes Gianna Mendola to try to save the day and sends that into the stands. So a big-time play there by Gianna Mendola to step up because Valley West was threatening there. Here is Annabelle Wojciechowski. She's got plenty of skill. This one stays alive here. Dangerous play here. Gets sent over to the middle. Lauren Ritchie. And this one's set in the air, and we get a whistle. So Ritchie and Mendola got there about the same time, and they'll call the foul in the box on Mendola. So this is Lola Wojciechowski, the 9th grader. She's versus Angelina Mendola, the 9th grader. So first big play. And a shot and a score for Lola Wojciechowski. So 1-0 goes Wyoming Valley West. So the Wolfpack will have to try to play from behind with the penalty in the box. 32:07 on the clock. First half between these two. Sims back towards Mendola. Got a little bit of open space, which is unusual. Valley West plays it tight. Mendola trying to go forward. Little much, gets the little extra mustard down there, but Brigido could not haul that in. Just too much on that, and that will go out. So Wyoming Valley West clinging to a 1-0 lead early in this contest. Battle over there towards the Wolfpack bench. It'll go out. Throw in here. That goes out off of the Wolfpack, and again another Wyoming Valley West throw-in. Deep throw in here, and Farrell and Brigido trying to keep it alive over there, but it goes out. This throw in to Wojciechowski, that's Annabelle. Then it's a nice slide over here for the Spartans, and now it's a possibility here is at least Wilkes-Barre got it out. They'll send it down, but Davis is just right in the right spot all the time and has done a nice job. Annabelle Wojciechowski. No communication there between Mendola and Ardo Boyko, as that was almost a boo-boo-boo-boo. And there's Valley West coming back in, and then Griskevich kicks it out. Mendola will get a foot on it and try to keep it alive. It'll go about a yard. Another throw in here by Davis. He'll send it over to the middle one more time, and then it's still alive. And Gianna Mendola will kick it deep over towards the side. Isabel Mendola does get by. She sends it over towards her teammate, but Valley West beats him to the punch again. Here's Evans now on this far side. Evans gets it over to Griskevich. Griskevich tries to make a move, but she's pickpocketed over there. And Richie and Gianna Mendola, and then Angelina Mendola will get in front. So a little fake there by Gianna Mendola to try to stay in front of Richie. So the Lola Wojciechowski gets it out. It'll be Ardo Boyko sending one down. And those defenders just keep stepping up and stepping up in front of those balls there for Wilkes-Barre. And Wilkes-Barre's just not beating them to the ball. Ardo Boyko to Herder. And they've got four defenders, including Gwen Langley, the senior, right there to lead the way. Here comes Wyoming Valley West. They'll send one down. Gianna Mendola's there. She kicks it out. It goes off a footsie. Valley West still trying to make something out of it, and they've got it alive. And then Gianna Mendola and Richie tangle again in the middle, and then kicked out towards the side. It'll go right to Wyoming Valley West as they'll get a deep throw in. Here is Richie. Ardo Boyko. They've got two over there, including Warnick. Gets a free possibility. Aguilar comes over, and Afa Aguilar. And then, so Valley West just keeps knocking and knocking and knocking at the door. They've been first to the ball on the defensive side thus far tonight, beating the Wolfpack. Again, it is one goal for Wyoming Valley West, no goals for Wilkes-Barre, and a corner by Richie coming up. So again, in soccer, who's going to get their marks to make this work here for the Wolfpack? In the meantime, Valley West has some dangerous players here. Richie's ball is low, and then it is booted out, and they'll get a second chance here. That's got to go forward. You don't want a second quarter. You get it over the side. You get the throw in. You don't just kick it out in the back. Lauren Ritchie sending a close one. Back over to Ritchie, and then back over to Langley, and she'll send it to the middle. Somebody home, anybody home, maybe. Griskevich gets it back out, but it goes right to the foot of Ritchie. And then Aguilar, they will call something over there. I guess that hit a hand. So Gianna Mendola will try to boot this out. But you look at that defensive line. There's 4 defenders here for Wyoming Valley West. Here's Lindsey Sims, gets it up in the air over to Crystal Herder trying to control. Herder's got to reel around a few of them, and then Gwen Langley just happens to be there, and guess what? No Wolfpack players are there. So this strategy right now for the Wolfpack has got to change if you want to try to get tied up here. Something's got to happen for them. So Sims gets it over to Herder. Herder controls, makes a quick move on Langley. She sends one down, but it's going to be on the far right side, and Bowling will take care of it. 26:33 on the clock here in the first. So this one will be a throw-in here for the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area. A beautiful night for high school soccer. A little chilly, but you know what? No major weather. Herder trying to weave through Annabelle. Wojciechowski is over there. She'll send one down. Here's Mackenzie Evans with a possibility. Evans gets a shot far. Bowling was there. Mendola went past it. Oh, what a gorgeous play possibility that was, as Evans almost had that. No go. Farrell. Now, another opportunity, Brigido, but it's booted out, and it'll be Mendola, Gianna Mendola, trying to get it forward again. Griskevich back over to Aguilar. Aguilar will boot one down. Over the head. Here's Mendola in the corner as an opportunity. She's got to beat Langley, though. Sends it across and off of the fingers, but nobody there. Good possibility for the Wolfpack, but Bowling did the job of getting her fingertips on that. So we get a throw in here coming up from the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area. As the crowd continues to filter in here on a 5 o'clock start on a early November game, and that's what it's all about, as the river, the only thing that separates these two, Wyoming Valley West and Wilkes-Barre, has played 2 great games this year. And today is it's been pretty good so far. So the Spartans doing the job. Here is Aguilar looking to try to get a seam. Tries to get it past, but Valley West is there. They'll send one down. Ardo Boyko is there. Ritchie is coming fast, and that is a big mistake. You do not kick it into Ritchie. And Ardo Boyko got very lucky on that one. Got to go the opposite way. Just a talented young lady, Ritchie. She's got some real afterburners. Here is Evans trying to win this. Gets it over to her teammate almost, and then it'll go out. And Ardo Boyko looks like this will be a Valley West throw-in. Okay, so this goes off the Wolfpack. They find somebody. They find somebody open. It's Ritchie, and then Ritchie controls, and then they send one on that far opposite side, the old switch the field play, and run it over there. It looks like Marsola, and then it is Farrell. This one will be sent in. Dangerous play, and trying to get it out. Griskevich, this one will be a field goal, and it'll go out. So that was a possibility once again for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans, knocking on the door. Gianna Mendola trying to get it out. Here is Herder. Herder is trying to send Sims, but getting a good head start on that is Riley Bobkowski. She kicks it out, and there's nobody home, as Macking is over on that far side for the Wolfpack. Ritchie and Mendola down that sideline. Mendola trying to just shield Ritchie, and she's able to do that, as Ritchie had a great head of steam there. And fortunate there for Gianna Mendola to defend that. 23-10 on the clock. We're in the first half. It is 1-0. Wyoming Valley West. As this thing is booted out to her sister, Issa Mendola. But one in the back there. Again, here is Issa Mendola now trying to get control. She sends it down to Macking. Macking gets a leg on it, but it'll go over towards that far sideline. That is Aubrey Dusler. And then she hits it out. So Valley West has had tremendous success this year, losing just 4 and 2 times to Dallas. And this one inadvertently headed by Wyoming Valley West, and Bowling catches it. So Bowling does the right thing and bounces out and gets it out towards midfield, where Ardo Boyko will bounce it up in the air. Here's Herder. If she could get her footsie on it, let's see what she can do. Sends one down, but the Valley West defense is there. You need a little bit more dribbling and a little bit more finesse against this Valley West team. The basics, they're tough. They're tough against the basics, and they just know where to be, and well coached. Deb Stevens doing a good job here at Valley West. Crystal Herder sends one down. Mackenzie Evans. Langley closes fastly on that. It'll be a throw here for the Wolfpack. So Mendola and Langley head up in the air. Mendola hits it backwards to Sims. This goes off of one of Valley West players. Crystal Herder gets a ground ball over to Bowling and unable to complete that. 21-28 on the clock. And then kicked into one of the bodies there. And now we'll get a throw in. Macking. And a good play by Lola Wojciechowski over there to get rid of that. Now they'll try to send it back inside to Annabelle Wojciechowski. She'll send it across, and Mackenzie Evans will make a move. She gets pickpocketed over there, and they send it down, but Angelina Mendola will take care of this. So nice job there by Elise Giannichetti, just trying to keep them honest. As Mendola sends that out towards mid. Her sister gets a head on it, but nobody's own. She's going to try to head it and outrace the competition as Valley West kicks it out. So here is a possibility for Wilkes-Barre area. They send it in over towards Lindsay Sims. Bounces around a little bit. Mackie, can she get a look at the goal? Sends it back. Riskevich high and through the uprights. Not a bad look. Not a bad look for the Wolfpack. 20 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. It is 1-0. Aguilar, Ardo Boyko stays alive somehow, and it gets back over, and then it goes out of bounds. Herder, here's Mendola. Can she get by Langley? Issa Mendola high off the bar. Did it get in? Sims, it's a goal! Jimmy the Ripper on that one from Mendola, and Lindsay Sims finishes the thing, and we are knotted up at 1 apiece. So the Wolfpack able to find the back of the twine on that one, as Mendola just able to eke it by Langley. Those two are pretty competitive on their travel teams. And then you get coming up and over there was Lindsay Sims, the junior. The crowd still filtering in here tonight. Nice crowd on hand, and nice to see it be representative Valley West and Wilkes-Barre area. And Richie ends up doing a good job of pulling in the thing. And the referee's going to go over and give a card to somebody. The yellow card goes to the assistant coach. So here comes the Ripper the other way for Valley West. Scary, scary plays coming up here for both teams. And this one goes low. And Valley West is still alive. And can they kick it aloud? And Gianna Mendola kicks it out, but not enough. And then Ella Farrell says, get that out of here. And she does. So that was interesting as Valley West just had that possibility of it staying alive. Duschler. Here is Herder. Herder with a move. Herder, Crystal Herder trying to find open space. Sends it down to Macking. Macking, can she keep it in down that far side? It's going to travel out. 18-10 on the clock here. Big throw in here for Wyoming Valley West. They send it down. Gianna Mendola got her leg just on it. Lauren Ritchie was efforting over there to make something happen. Lola Wojciechowski here just got tremendous ball skills and doing the job that she does. Sends it across the middle. There's nobody home here for Wilkes-Barre. She sends one in the middle. Gianna Mendola gives her a little double English the wrong way because it just went off her leg the wrong way. Now Issa Mendola. She's got a defender right in her pocket, and she and still going here. Here is Gruskevich with an extra touch to it. It's going to stay in, and it's still going to be in, and Mackenzie Evans gets one over. Here's Issa Mendola, sends one down. Can Lindsay Sims get there? And Bowling comes up with the play out of the goal. So Bowling very confident in coming out and making a big play there. This one sent over, up in the air. Aguilar will survey the competition, try to shield a little bit as Ardo Boyko will try to get rid of it. And then Aguilar sends it down towards the middle. Mendola gets her footsie on it. Pushes it over to Herder. Herder with a move sidestep one way. Over the backside, Mackenzie Evans, Bowling, and no go. So the referee watching that as that was a real close play. And here is Mendola trying to get over towards the center. She'll go lateral back to Herder. Herder will look around, try to get by Annabelle. And Crystal Herder sends the ball towards Bowling and a great diving save. 16:26 on the clock. We are live here at Spartan Stadium tonight. We appreciate you joining us here for the PIAA District semifinal. Ritchie and Mendola. And Gianna Mendola sends it out deep. Wanted to avoid that corner. So Lauren Ritchie, Gianna Mendola, it's been a pretty good battle so far tonight. The battle right now is tied at 1. But Valley West did get a penalty kick out of that Mendola-Ritchie battle as they call Mendola on the foul. So that one's still alive and coming across. And Warnock and Mendola tries to keep the save, and then Aguilar kicks it out. So Warnock and Angelina Mendola, that was a close one. And a good play by both players. It just, you didn't know what was going to happen on that. And then booted up in the air and it'll go out. Caitlin Aguilar ended up coming over and helping out to make sure that was complete. Ritchie up in the air. Ardo Boyko wins that little thing. Ardo Boyko kicks it out off of Annabelle Wojciechowski. So a throw in here. Coming up by number 9, that is Davis. Ardo Boyko comes over, sends that over to the middle. Here's Sims. Sims in the air. Mendola and Langley. And they're going to call that on Valley West. Don't know if somebody held or if they just got an arm on. I'm not 100% positive on that. So this will set up Gianna Mendola here at the 50. She's got her sister hanging down there by the 10 and 3 or 4 other players. So here's the boot. It's high, it's long, and it's Prado trying to gather that and couldn't get to it. So that one came off the foot pretty good. Probably Mendola's best kick of the night. She's had a couple that have sputtered a little bit, but that one she got most of it. 14 minutes, 9 seconds first half. Fast-paced game. The sun's going down. It's getting a little chillier, and we're heating up with soccer here at Spartan Stadium, knotted at 1 apiece. Herder pickpocketed, but Gruskevich gets it back. Back over to Gianna Mendola. Floats one over in the center. Here's Herder. Herder gets it through the legs. Sims now has it. Sims over to Herder. Herder trying to see if she could send one to Mendola, and just not good enough. As number 30, Aubrey Dusler, was right there. This one sent deep. Mendola missed it with the head. Bowling's there, and Bowling came out to get it. So that was a scary play there for the Spartans as the Wolfpack had something doing. Here's Mendola trying to stay with it. Tries to get by one of the defenders, trying to make a cut. Move, nobody home, and now it's back over to Evans. Evans sends it in. It's Sims over there. It's Griskevich, but is the Valley West defense with a shell right now. Back over. Farrell. Farrell's got it. Great hustle over there by Ritchie. Lauren Ritchie is going to send it down. Ardo Boyko is right there. She sends one down. Mendola trying to step in front of it. Gets a head on it, but she said offsides. Mendola came back on and off, and that'll be offsides. 12:50 on the clock. Live high school soccer here at Spartan Stadium tonight. 1 goal apiece. And Langley boots one over towards the side, and it'll end up going out. So Aguilar will get a throw. She's got 2 open. And Evans tries to get something going there, but goes off of her, and then Ardo Boyko gets a head on it. Still a lot of real estate here in the center if Sims could get it. Sims trying to win it. Sims does turn around. Sims circles up. Sims gets it over to Ardo Boyko. Back to Gianna Mendola. Quick play because Valley West was lurking with Lauren Ritchie. That one goes off of Ardo Boyko. It'll be a deep throw in here for Wyoming Valley West. 12 minutes on the clock here as we've got a tight one here at Spartan Stadium tonight. Throw in here. Valley West still has it alive. They get a look. It's a ground ball. And Angelina Mendola eyeballed that, and it went wide. So here's Gianna Mendola with the goal kick. Boot it out. Take a Wolfpack bounce. Herder gets her footsie on it. Crystal Herder looking. Isa Mendola keeps it on. She's got a 1-on-4. Rips it off of one of the Valley West players. And good defense there by Wyoming Valley West. Probably could have took another step or two. Ardo Boyko uses the back of her head. Aguilar uses her body. They gets it forward. Here's Mendola. Tries to get it to Sims. Can Sims get into that? And then Aguilar's way out of position, but she's just trying to make something happen right now for her team. Here's Ardo Boyko. Will try to pick her up, and Aguilar will replace that. Here's Ardo Boyko with a cut, and a nice cut it is. Gets it over to Crystal Herder. Here's Herder with a cut in the middle. Crystal Herder trying to see what she can do. Flips it forward, but it goes over to one of the Spartans as she tried to get it to her teammate Mendola. Here is Wyoming Valley West. That's number 17, Jordan Dermody. And Annabelle Wojciechowski now sends it over. But Ardo Boyko back over to the middle, and it is Mendola, but it's Valley West right there. It'll be Lindsay Sims. The ball's alive, and they'll kick it out. And the Wolfpack will have a throw-in. So here comes the possibilities for the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack here on this offensive side right now. Herder gets it off her head, but it is plucked forward here. And it'll be a foul on Evans. Got her feet tangled up there from behind. Langley's going to send one deep. Ardo Boyko and Gianna Mendola and Farrell will try to chase this down. What a hustle by Ritchie. She just really has those wheels over there and those green spikes. You can pick up on her pretty quickly on who that is. Sent past Ritchie over to Farrell. Farrell sends it in the air over to the middle. Can Herder get there? She does. Crystal Herder. Got plenty of room in the middle. Sends one deep over towards Langley. Langley gets her footsie on it, and there's just needed to drive that ball a little bit more, the Wolfpack. And Aguilar takes a bad step. She's going to be down. Somebody's got to step up to get her spot. Ardo Boyko coming off towards the bench. That is Prado, and now here is Mendola. Can Mendola get by? She's going to the corner. Bowling's going to beat her to the punch. So Bowling does the job of going and not taking any chances as Isabella Mendola tried to get past her, but unable to do it. This one over to the middle. Ardo Boyko, Richie lurking and just waiting to make a big play here for the Spartans. Here is Herder, who she's trying to do the same. Crystal Herder, a playmaker here for the Wolfpack, has a lot of goals this year, but could also be a great playmaker. Herder sends one. Mendola, does she get past? No, Bowling is there. Just a couple of yards off on that and tried to find the right hole. Unable to do so. 8:22 on the clock here. As Herder took a bad step there, Ardo Boyko comes up. No foul called. She played the ball, and there's been a couple of calls tonight. And they're both playing physical, both playing tough. Aguilar, Richie still back on her feet, hit up in the air, going to the corner. Richie still alone down here. Ardo Boyko, is she going to overcommit? And she makes the play. That was aggressive and got the throw in instead of the corner. So that was a deep, deep threat there. Brigido will come in, and 2 Spartans will come into the lineup here. So 37, Abby Singer, the 9th grader. She's played an awful lot this year and a talented player. And it looks like Warnick, who's getting back out here for the Spartans. Deep throw. Mendola, it's still alive. Here it comes. And a big Babumski over there. Any call? I think it's just going to the corner. Farrell's down and hurt. But I think just 2 players hit the ball at the same time. And Farrell is down right now for the Wolfpack. And they're going to stop the clock at 7:05 and bring out everybody for the Wolfpack to see what's going on. Looks like we've got a corner coming the way of Wyoming Valley West right now. Take a quick audio timeout. We'll be right back. So we're back here at Spartan Stadium after the injury from Farrell, who headed out. So it'll be Ritchie, Lauren Ritchie, the striker here for Wyoming Valley West. They're trying to send in anybody. Langley's coming in to hang out. Wilkes-Barre area is the kitchen sink back knowing And nobody right now is on Langland. Somebody better mark Gwen Langley. Angelina Mendola hits it out. It's going to get another shot here by Richie. It's going to go long. So good aggressive play there by Angelina Mendola to come over and knock that out. So Gianna Mendola will kick this thing away with 6:47 on the clock. Evenly played match. Valley West, I'd say, has had more opportunities early, but Wilkes-Barre's come back a little bit. This one couldn't get through here. Nope, it is the Spartans that kick it out. They're doing a good job defensively. And they've had their defenders, Bobkowski back there, and Davis, and Langley, and rotated a little bit there, the other young lady in the back. But it'll go off of Griskevich. Now here comes Wyoming Valley West trying to threaten. Over towards the side. They like to slide it back towards the middle. That's where they make plays. Here is Macking. Macking will try to send it. Mendola gets her footsie on it. Back to Macking, back over to the middle, but there's just Wyoming Valley West Spartans over here. And then Ardo Boyko off her foot. Can she get it? Over to Herder. Crystal Herder now. Crystal Herder sends one down. It's going to go far, and Brigitto's going to try to chase it down, but Bowling will come out as Langley tries to defend there. 5:42 on the clock. This is going to go out of bounds as Richie tried to chase that down, and Aguilar will get the throw in. So Aguilar has a deep throw over to Mendola. Mendola tries to get it to Herder. Those two will try to play a little 1-2 here. Herder right off of Annabelle Wojciechowski. 5:16 on the clock. The Wolfpack have lost twice to Valley West, once to Dallas. In 2 games earlier in the season, they probably had opportunities, but just unable to get it done against Holy Redeemer and Lake Lehman. It's a little different team since that time. Ardo Boyko and Richie. Bang. It goes off of Richie's hand, but they call a foul there on Ardo Boyko. So it'll be a direct kick here from Gwen Langley with 4:39 on the clock. Langley boots one down off of Ardo Boyko, and Ardo Boyko gets her footsie on it, sends one down, doesn't go over the head. At number 9, good job by Davis again. She is just right there all the time for the Wyoming Valley West Spartan defense. That one still played in the center as Warnick hit the floor. This one goes off a player. It's Macking going to try to chase that down. Macking trying to stay alive. And this one goes the other way. It's going to be Abby Singer over there. And then back over to Warnick. Now they've got a little momentum on this far side. They'll send one across. Who's home? Richie. And no, it's Ardo Boyko with a huge play there defensively. So a good job there. But this one's coming back. Valley West again threatening. And this one will go out, as Warnick tried to run up the back of Ardo Boyko, but hit the turf. .336 on the clock. Both sets of fans getting fired up and into this game, and it's a one-goal situation here. It's 1-1, but these two are going to play that kind of game tonight, that it's going to be a tight one no matter how you size it up. Here's Ardo Boyko, sends one deep over to the middle. Gwen Langley's there, gets a nice rip on that. Ardo Boyko off her again. She plops it up in the air. Herder. Now it is Sims. Sims trying to control, and Sims able to control. They try to get it down towards Macking. It's alive in the middle, but nobody's home for the Wolfpack, and it's number 30, Aubrey Dusler, over there. Now they'll get it over to the corner. Griskevich is going to have to chase. Gianna Mendola over her head. Ardo Boyko off the side of her foot. Macking now gets rid of her, and here comes Valley West again. Send it over to the middle. Crystal Herder will try to control with 2:40 on the clock. Herder try to get open space. Crystal Herder needs to goof around with it just a little bit more. Over to Mendola, goes through the leg. Here is Brigitto. Brigitto, they got an angle on her, and Brigitto goes down. It's not going to get the call there, and Valley West will get it. And then they'll kick it out. So Riley Bobkowski Showed a whole lot of sportsmanship there by kicking that out. But in a game this tight with sportsmanship, maybe you just kick it downfield to, if you're going to get a throw in, it's more towards the 50 for Wyoming Valley West. 1:56 on the clock. Aguilar going to look to throw. Mendola has a possibility here over in the corner. Sends one across. Anybody home? It's Sims. Sends one far corner. Going to be wide. So Lindsey Sims tried to get that angle. Almost had it. 1:38 on the clock. One apiece. Here at Spartan Stadium tonight, the Wyoming Valley West Spartans scored first on a penalty kick, and then Wilkes-Barre was able to tie it up a little while ago. This goes off of Valley West, through a couple legs. Nobody wants it. Gianna Mendola sends it over towards her sissy, and then Issa Mendola alive, but Gwen Langley gets it. Here's it over on the side. Lauren Ritchie going to win this thing. Crystal Herder tries to win it. Caitlin Aguilar over towards the sideline. Exactly 1 minute to go here in this first half. Throw this way, that away. This one sent up in the air by Ritchie. It's going far, but it's got to take the right bounce, and Annabelle Wojciechowski trying to get there. And Valley West has a possibility here. Lola Wojciechowski now comes free, and she's making people look a little bit silly. Sends it over to Ritchie on that far side. I think it's going to stay in. Great hustle by Ritchie, and then it goes out. Great hustle there by Lauren Ritchie. Tried to keep that alive. And Aguilar will, milk it a little bit, get 5-6 seconds off the clock because it's deep in Wolfpack territory. You got to just bolt it down field. Here is Crystal Herder. Sends one. Unable to get on top of it are the Wolfpack. They bounce it up in the air with 10 seconds to go. Here's a chance for a ripper. Lola Wojciechowski coming. And then pickpocketed by Ardo Boyko, and that will be the half. Oh boy. It is interesting here at Spartan Stadium. We're tied up at one apiece. We'll be back for the second half. We're back here at Spartan Stadium. Second half coming up. One to one. Exciting times, exciting night. And we're playing some soccer here at Wyoming Valley West. So Lauren Ritchie has been active offensively for Wyoming Valley West as well as Warnick. And Sims, Mendola, Herder trying to do their spot and part in this. The battle for the Wolfpack. Kriskevich back on defense after Farrell got dinged up over there deep in the box. As the officials now try to get into position, and I think everybody's in their spots, and I think we're ready to go tonight as we approach the 6 o'clock hour. Officials still looking around, communicating via the microphones, and I don't know what we're waiting for, but we're waiting for something. And the kids just want to get ready to go, and now we wave up to the scoreboard and say, all right, we're going to play some soccer. Herder, Crystal Herder now will try to get upfield. She'll kick it back over to Aguilar. Aguilar will get it forward, down over. They'll kick it back into the middle, and that'll be sent over, and Valley West will have a chance here as Aguilar's going to have to make up ground. Comes over in Ritchie and Mendola, and then it's Ardo Boyko, and then cleared by Kriskevich. Over to Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder with the ball at her feet. Crystal Herder trying to move laterally. Sends one down and backwards to Brigido, and Brigido will get it. Brigido now tries to come across and survey the field. Sends it forward. Issa Mendola. She sends it forward to Mackenzie Evans. Mackenzie Evans, can she get a little move over here? Sends one across, and Brigido, and then it bounces towards Bowling, and Lindsay Sims tried to pull a little circus trick back there with Bowling, but Bowling had nothing but the ball. This one goes over towards the side, off of Lauren Ritchie's head. Battle over there. It is Lola Wojciechowski, and then back to her as they let her go. Somebody you can't let go. And it'll go down that far side. And Aguilar, what are they going to call outside the box? They're going to call it on Wilkes-Barre. Warnick is there. And she comes up a little gimpy. So they were riding Warnick, Aguilar, and it'll be a direct kick coming up here as Gwen Langley will try to get a Jimmy the Ripper here from the 15. Big opportunity here early in the half for the Spartans. Remember, goes off the keeper. You got to play it, whether you're Valley West or the Wolfpack. Here is the opportunity. The Ripper high, and it goes in. They said no goal on that? Wow. That was tough for the Spartans. It looked like it hit the bottom, but Angelina Mendola played it as if, no, that did not go in. And what are you going to do on that? That's a tough call and a tough play, but you get plays like this all the time in different types of games, and no goal. The referee was trying to spot that. So still double ones on the scoreboard. It's going to go out on that far side, and I think we're going to get a throw in here for the Wolfpack. Trip over there. This will go Valley West way, so Crystal Herder over there. It'll be out of the back. So here comes the kick. It's a high one right towards Mendola. She's there, and she makes the catch. Annabelle Wojciechowski was lurking. This one over towards the center. Sims trying to see what she could do, and it is played here by Mendola. Mendola will get it. Evans will get ahead of steam. Mendola sends this one down over to Brigido. Evans tries to get over to the corner, and Valley West will kick it out. So I think Mendola was kind of split. What do? I got Brigido, I got Evans. Wasn't sure what spot to hit And then Valley West, again, comes right to the ball. Wolfpack need to hustle those and did not. Griskevich kicks it across. Here's Aguilar now on the other side of the field. She got one to beat here. She sends a ball down. It goes off a player, but Bowling will come over and handle that. This one's still Aguilar. Far side. It'll be Macking trying to get to that, and Valley West kicks it out. Throw, and Valley West right there. Coming down, it's Ardo Boyko. Gets her footsie on it. Ardo Boyko trying to get the Wolfpack offense. Here's Evans at the center of the field. Sends it over, and it goes wide left. And Bowling will let it go. $35-27 on the clock. One apiece between the Wolfpack and the Spartans. They'll kick it out. This one will go down towards Gianna Mendola. She'll send one down off of Issa Mendola's head, but nobody's home as Bowling will take care of this one as well. Both teams kind of jumping a little bit, need to settle down a little bit, try to make a play off of Bridget Oko's out. It will be a throw in here right towards midfield for the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. We'll get a substitution over there for Wyoming Valley West. So Davis has played well in the back, and so has Langley. Has got a little switcherooski there. And now this ball's still alive here. Ritchie is dangerous. Ritchie keeps it alive, and then it comes the other way, and Gianna Mendola sends that one over towards midfield. That one goes plop it up in the air towards the sideline. That one bounced around Lola Wojciechowski and Ritchie, and then off of Griskevich's head, off of Ritchie's head, and out. Throw in here. Valley West with possibilities. This alive, Crystal Herder boots that in the air, goes lateral, and Valley West gets their footsie on it, and it'll come back over towards Sims, and then back over the other way. So now here is Prado, gets a good touch on it. It's sent down towards Mendola, got one to beat. Issa Mendola is defended well over there by number 20. Great job by Riley Bobkowski. Sniff that right out. Here is Crystal Herder now. Herder, tons of skill. Gets it over to Evans. Evans sends it over wide. It is Bridgetto. Bridgetto makes one cut. Can she get the lefty? And it goes right into the defender. So Langley came over hard to stop that threat. So Wilkes-Barre right now is 3-on-1 defensively. Probably should send one over. Issa Mendola unable to keep it alive. Here's Gianna Mendola coming hard. Gets it over Herder. Herder needs to make a cut, but she's got two girls right alongside of her, and they're going to call the push on Herder. Did try to get a little separation, but she got Malachi crunched. And sometimes when that happens, you throw the arm and they get you. 32:55 on the clock. This one sent deep. Ardo Boyko's been active today. It goes over to the side. Prado is over there. She'll try to play it back, but it's a dangerous play, and Valley West will get a throw in here at the 35. Aguilar off her head. Ardo Boyko. Cut here for Sims. Sims sends one over to the far side. It's going to be plopped up in the air. Here's a chance for Herder. Herder now moved to forward. Crystal Herder sends one down to the quarter. Prado's there, but defended well again by Wyoming Valley West as they send it out. Here comes the throw here for the Wolfpack. 32-13 on the clock. This one alive. Sims sends one. No. She gets pushed down. Nothing call. Looking for a call. There was no call there as Herder now has it. And then poked away there by the Valley West defense. Now they got a head of steam on that far side. They got Ardo Boyko trying to defend Warnick. Send one over. Ritchie cuts it, and Mendola slide tackles that one out. And then Aguilar kicks it up in the air over and the taller defender gets it by Crystal Herder. Looking for a call, didn't see anything there. This one goes down to that far corner. Mendola's going to try to get there, but Valley West has the advantage, and they kick it out. I think the Spartans right now are kicking a couple out that maybe they should play in the field. Just one of those might not go their way with an extra opportunity. This was something the Wolfpack was doing in the previous game, and you just don't want to give that extra opportunity. You got a great goalie in Bowling. Or you could take a tough bounce, which, of course, it took earlier in the game. Ardo Boyko now just trying to control. Ardo Boyko gets it forward, gets it to Sims. Sims kicks this down. Here is Mendola. Can she get by the defender? No. Valley West plays it really well. Now they play it back over to the other side, and now it is Bridger trying to do what they could do, but the Spartans throw it in. Gruskevich down here, Mendola, Ritchie. This goes off Ritchie. It's Ardo Boyko. It's a one-on-one, and she kicks it to the middle, and Warnick's there, and Ardo Boyko just gets her footsie on it. That was lucky. Here's Sims with a big cut. Got somebody chasing her. It's Annabelle Wojciechowski. Gets it over to Herder. Herder will try to make a move. She gets by one. Crystal Herder from the 22 is going to be long. So Herder is pressing a little bit at this point in the game. Again, playing a lot of mid, but has scored a ton of goals as a forward. We'll get a couple of younger players in here for the Wolfpack to sprinkle in. The one player for the Wolfpack, Bridget, I wasn't sure where she belonged, but she's still on the field. They pulled the other two players off already for the Wolfpack. Now that's plopped up in the air. Goes over towards the middle. It is Sims. Sims looking to make a move. Here's Herder. Herder will try to get by on that far side again. Same look. She gets stopped over there. She'll try to circle around again and then sends it over towards Mackey, but they boot it out of the back. That looked like Gwen Langley. Here is Ardo Boyko being aggressive. Sends it towards, great play there by Valley West as Mendola got by, but was she going to be offsides? Over to Herder. Bowling just catches that like it's a little backyard catch. 29-15 on the clock in a classic semifinal tonight. Both teams playing hard, and you just don't know which way this one is going to go. Here is Lola Wojciechowski all by her lonesome. She can't be stopped right now, and then, Aguilar got it out as it was tipped around just a little bit. This one sent down deep towards the Valley West bench, and it'll bounce out. Appreciate you joining us here tonight. The PIAA District 2 semifinal Class 4A game between these two. Throw in here for the Wolfpack. Still alive. Herder looking around. Crystal Herder plays with it a little bit and then comes back towards this away. Gets it down to Langley, and Langley ends up kicking it off of her foot. And then it goes back over towards the center. Gruskevich now gets her footsie on it. Sarah Gruskevich sends one down. And the Wolfpack will chase, but unable to get there. It'll be a throw in here by Wyoming Valley West. So that is number 30, Aubrey Dusler, trying to get her footsie on it. Comes over to Gianna Mendola, and she ends up kicking that out. Tracked that ball. I think she would have liked to get it upfield, but the way the ball fell and she kicked it with her right leg instead of her left, unable to do that. So with opportunity here for Valley West, trying to get it down the line. Here is Warnick, and Mendola and Warnick over there and off of the Wolfpack. So it's going to end up being a kick by Lauren Ritchie. So a very dangerous situation here for Valley West, and a threat to score here with Lauren Ritchie's foot. She sends this one deep. It's going to be high. It's still in the air. It's alive, and it's anybody's game, and they finally kick it out. And Macking makes a good play to get that out and get a throw. Wow, that was just like 5 seconds sifted around there in the goal area for Wilkes-Barre. So lucky on that. 26-48. Here's Valley West. They win one, make a cut. Lola Wojciechowski, Lauren Ritchie across the way, Warnick, and somebody falls down, and then over towards Mackey, and it goes out, and it's off the Wolfpack. So a deep throw in here by number 16, Gabrielle Marsola. Mendola makes a play on it. Who's going to get there first? Valley West. They send one on that far side. Aguilar trying to reach it, and it's going to roll out of bounds. 26-16 on the clock. A nerve-wracking game for both fan sets and, of course, the players. As Aguilar says, can somebody just get over here? Like, we got nobody here. Ardo Boyko sends one up in the air towards the Wyoming Valley West bench. It'll be a throw in here for the Spartans. 1-1. A District 2 championship possibility to play in it is on the line. This one does go out on that hit there by the Spartans. Winner of this game will play the winner of Delaware Valley and Williamsport. That's a heck of a trip when you got to go from Williamsport to Delaware Valley, which the Millionaires had to travel to tonight. So here's Gianna Mendola. Will boot this out, and it'll bounce through a player or so. And then Crystal Herder tries to get over there, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll go out on Valley West. Got District 2 volleyball championships tonight at Wilkes-Barre area. That's a big deal. So 25 minutes here in this contest, and it'll be the footsie kind. It won't be a throw-in. Gianna Mendola will kick this thing. Her sister moves up, says, listen, I'm not trusting your foot this time. And she heads over and gets it off her foot. She lets it go through, and then that's booted out by Annabelle Wojciechowski. Ardo Boyko's going to be aggressive. There's one to beat. It's Ritchie. She'll send it down Warnick. I think it's going to stay in bounds. Ardo Boyko will chase her down. Here's Warnick coming down. And Warnick keeps it alive, and then Griskevich are going to get a corner. So this is that dangerous area where Gwen Langley, the lefty, could hook this thing in with 24:20 to play here in the game. Just got enough of a hook on this that she's done this before this year. So here come the Wolfpack. They've got everybody but Herder back. Gwen Langley sends a beautiful ball across. It's still up in the air. Annabelle, they get it over this way, and Griskevich kicks it back. It's Langley, sends one to Mendola, and just makes the bounce-off catch, if you will. Some sauce on those Langley balls, that's for sure. Mendola gets that out pretty far, but her sister hits it back 20 yards off the header. Now Aguilar sends it over back to Mendola. She sends a little slider back towards the Wolfpack bench, but no go. Macking is out, and it'll be Brigido over on this far side right now. One apiece. Anything could happen. This one sent up in the air. Mendola, Valley West, Mendola tries to make a cut, but nobody was home. So I think Mendola tried to think, okay, I can make a cut, but the ball got away from her foot. This one now by Brigido. Tried to stay alive, but they'll squeeze her once again, and a good little give and go here for Valley West. As they just keep playing it alive here over to Marsola. So good job here by Valley West. Lauren Ritchie, Gianna Mendola, and Gianna Mendola kicks it out. So a deep throw-in possibility here by the Spartans. We'll get a substitution as they'll bring in a fresh player here for Valley West. Exactly 22-22 on the clock. Ritchie looking to get it into that pocket. And it'll be a goal kick as Gianna Mendola had a little jab step there and ended up able to fake enough for Valley West to not get to it. Mendola's kick, it's going to be won by Lola Wojciechowski. Nobody home here. She's going to weave through 2-3 defenders. Sends one over to Angelina Mendola, who gets behind the ball. So that is Lola, the 9th grader, who she's got a ton of talent. There's no doubt about it. And just make some plays on the ball. This one sent. Can anybody get there? Lindsay Sims is going to try to and see if there's a boo-boo. And Valley West kicks it out. Again, maybe not the right idea here for Valley West because you're going to get a throw here for the Wolfpack. Mendola is going to battle here in the center. She's got somebody right on her back. She'll get it over to her sister. Here's Gianna Mendola. Can rifle one from 30-40 once in a while. Hasn't shot a whole lot. Crystal Herder, lefty, bowling. It's still alive, and she gets back on it. So bowling, just a little tease right there saying, yeah, it's here for you. Nope, you're not going to get it. 21 minutes in regulation. Ardo Boyko back to the middle. Herder. Crystal Herder sends one down, and Valley West is right there. Now they'll try to flip the coin and get one going the other way, and it'll be Gianna Mendola. Now Gianna Mendola trying to get it on her footsie, gets it over to her teammate Evans, but Valley West, are they going to win this? It's still alive, Evans. Hey, get it over to Lindsay Sims. Sims over to Herder. Herder sends Issa Mendola. It's too much sauce. Not a bad look there by Herder, just had a little too much extra mustard sauce on it. This one staying alive. Marsola again. Push from behind. No call. There's Wojciechowski. Here is Griskevich playing aggressive. And then it's still alive, but it'll be back over to Wyoming Valley West. They'll send one down. And Ardo Boyko should get there first. They'll send it back. They should have sent it back to the keeper. But it is Ardo Boyko able to control. Good job by her. And able to make that just a little bit long there. It'll be a Valley West throw in here. 19:57 on the clock. Throw in here deep for the Spartans. Aguilar will try to shield down here, and she kicks it out. Here is Valley West on a deep throw. Throw it in, it's alive, and then boot it out, and Valley West is on it. And Mendola kicks it sideways to just try to get it out of bounds at that point because it looked like they were going to have a little momentum. Ardo Boyko, Mendola, booted up in the air over towards the Valley West sideline. It'll be Crystal Herder, and then plopped up in the air again. Dangerous play here. Gianna Mendola hits it in the air. Ardo Boyko tries to get in front of it. She bops it up in the air again, so lots of air time we're getting. And then Aguilar sends one deep, but Valley West is there, and then Brigido tries to get it up in the air, and it'll be Sims, and Sims will circle around to get Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder with an explosion. Crystal Herder trying to see if she can get a call. She doesn't. She circles it over to Sims. Sims going to send somebody who's there. Brigido, no, and Mendola gets her footsie on it. There's 3-4 players right there. Good job by Valley West. And Prado keeps it in, or it's out, or what is it? It's going to be a throw here by the Wolfpack. So Aguilar will get the deep throw in here for the Wolfpack. Goes off of Mendola, back over to Herder. One of the Wolfpack players tying their shoe in the center of the field. Crystal Herder with a ripper and wide right. 17:58. Tense moments here at Spartan Stadium between these two. Anybody's ball game. It is literally a coin flipper. Just what you expected between these two. Here is Herder, Crystal Herder. Nice slider. Sims bowling wide. So this one kicked out. And this one will go out of bounds. $16.58 left here in regulation, but between these two, Here is Lindsey Sims. Lindsey Sims looking to make a move. Lindsey Sims sends somebody. It's Prado down that far side. Going to try to hustle it against Langley. The best you could hope for is maybe you get a corner, and then Valley West kicks it out. Not again. Maybe the Spartans should send that downfield. Here is Herder. Herder sends one over to the far side. Brigitto's over there. Can she track it down and try to get it towards the middle? It's still alive here. Mendola gets off her chest. Mendola, can she finish? A high ball, going to be way long. So she tried to volley that. Unable to get the right type of loop on that. But Mackey will come back in and Brigitto will come out. 16 minutes in regulation between Wyoming Valley West and the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area. This is hit over to the side. Still alive, Herder, and then it goes out. So it's going to be somehow a Wolfpack throw-in. It looked like the Wolfpack may have gotten a footsie on it, but I guess Valley West kicked that out. Ardo Boyko keeps it alive. Aguilar now will control. Aguilar, little finesse over there towards that sideline, still alive, but Valley West will get there first. They've got a 3-on-3 right now. Aguilar a little behind the play. Ardo Boyko sticks her foot in there and says, get that out of there. It'll go down over to Valley West. They keep beating the two forwards to the ball as Mendola and Herder tried to get there, but Valley West is beating them to the punch. They've got to go back to get that ball. Here is Lauren Ritchie, the most dangerous offensive player right now for Valley West. No call there. Yes, we're going to get a late call here by the official, and it will be Griskevich is down. He's going to talk to her and say, are you okay? And she is. 14-46. Gianna Mendola will get the bootsy. Boots it up in the air. Didn't get all of that one by any means. This one goes out of bounds here off Valley West. This throw down, no go, still alive, gets booted over towards the middle. Mackenzie Evans high in the air. Anybody home? Can Evans recover here? And it'll come back, and Lauren hustles that. The Wolfpack boys made the final. They're going to play Hazleton on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So congratulations to them. That was a huge accomplishment, winning a couple of games, one at home and one on the road. 13:54 on the clock. And this one heads over to the middle, Ardo Boyko. Going to lose her balance. It's going to stay alive. Stepping in over there is Sims, and they're going to call a foul on Valley West. Gianna Mendola exits stage right. This is her opportunity to send a frozen rope from the 32. Direct or indirect? Let's see what they say. Does she bloop it, or does she try to frozen rope it? Bowling jumping up and down. 13:20 on the clock. It's a high ball. It's no good. So she tried to send that one over to the right. Thought that was more of a line drive opportunity from where that was settled, but nonetheless, Valley West will kick it out. This one over. This one sent in. No, I thought Herder would get that to somebody, unable to finish that, and this is going to go off of Valley West foot. No, it stayed alive. Nice job, Lauren Ritchie, Gianna Mendola, and then sent back down, and Mackenzie Evans forward, and then it will be sent back to the defenders, and Ardo Boyko, it rolls up her but didn't hit her arm, and then Macking trying to keep it going. It'll go towards Ritchie. Ritchie and Griskevich. Griskevich still alive, over to Mendola. She'll stop, settle, send it down. She's got Crystal Herder. Here's the opportunity here for the Wolfpack. Herder gets squeezed. Not going to go through, and then it's Sims, and Sims sends one, but it's a ground ball right to bowling. 12:15 on the clock. You would think if somebody scores here late in this contest, that might be it, but we could get to extra time. Who knows? Anything could happen here. It is Crystal Herder now trying to keep it alive. Herder Looks to find her friend Mendola. Can it get overhead? Issa Mendola and plops it over. No go for the Wolfpack. That was as good of an opportunity as you're going to have for the Wolfpack. You could say, hey, Mendola's got to settle that down, get the line drive ripper there, something. But Crystal Herder delivered the pass to where it needed to be, that's for sure. So a little bit more of a Wolfpack threat here. And again, they've lost twice to Valley West. They want it bad, but you know what? So does Valley West. These girls are playing their hearts out. They're hungry, they're young, they're talented, and Gwen Langley decides to kick that out late there. So we get a throw in again here for the Wolfpack. They get it over to Mendola. Mendola will get her footsie on it. Anybody home across, and then it's Evans. As Valley West came up and Lauren Ritchie hustling it all the way from her forward position, came all the way back 20 yards just to say, I got to get a little body on this just in case. It's as the night has moved along here. If the sun went down, it was nice to feel that sun at your back right at 5 o'clock. Valley West now threatening. Ritchie. Mendola gets it out. Goes over to her sister, who had a good run there, Babkowski. Mendola with the header. Here's Herder. Can she get there? Crystal Herder trying to get behind. Great defense once again. Aubrey Dusler is there. 10-10 on the clock. This one headed out. Here is Herder trying to keep it alive. Crystal Herder. She squeezed and she sends one far left. We've seen a couple of these district playoff games come down to the last seconds, go to overtimes, all that fun stuff. It just makes it that much more exciting, and that's what we've seen throughout North Pocono, coming up with a huge win against Abington Heights over in the boys' end. So this one staying alive here in the center. Annabelle Wojciechowski. She is over there. It is sent forward. Here's Gianna Mendola. It is Lauren Ritchie going to try to settle behind her, and then Sims goes off her, goes over to Ritchie. Mendola in her battle in the center. It'll go forward, and it'll come back over Gruskevich. Plops that up in the air. Is it going to go over the Valley West defender? And it goes back towards the Wolfpack. Ardo Boyko. Here's a chance for the Spartans here. As Valley West tries to come down. Ardo, that is Aguilar doing the job there defensively. She's got to adjust her equipment right now with her legs. It's Sims, and then back over, and Mendola gets rid of it, but there's still a Spartan there. Here comes Wyoming Valley West. Here comes Wyoming Valley West. Here comes Wyoming Valley West. You just don't know. There's a player on the ground, but you can't give up because Valley West is right here. Another possibility. And then finally Prado comes down here, and Prado kicks it out. So 8:31 on the clock, and we've got a player down. Mackenzie Evans gets up off the turf. She'll come out. So I'm not sure whose ball it is here. We'll find out. Thanks for your assistance there. I think Prado kicked it out. So I think it's going to be down there for a deep Wyoming Valley West throw-in. So Valley West now knocking on the door. 1-1, 8:31 to go. These two teams just so evenly matched. You just don't know what could happen here in the final 8 minutes and 31 seconds. Really just you got no feeling either way. It's one of those games. So who's going to step up to make a play? Valley West looking. They're looking some more. They keep looking, and they throw deeply in there. So Issa Mendola kicks out. It's going to go over the head, and then Brigido will get there, and then it's still alive, and Brigido will slide it over to Mendola. Mendola's got a 1-on-4. She's got nothing. 1-on-4. She's going to rip it from the 30. No, she's going to slide it over to her teammate, and then they kick it back. Now Mendola, can she get there again? She cannot, as it'll go up in the air, and Gianna Mendola took a little iffy step there. And then it'll be Ardo Boyko sending this down. This will bounce towards one of the defenders, and Mendola didn't hustle it. Kind of just like, okay, I think she's going to get it. But here's Warnick now. Richie is lurking behind. Here is Warnick now getting deeper into the box. Ardo Boyko and Gianna Mendola kicks it out. Had more time than she thought. Again, we go back to what had happened earlier with Valley West kicking some of those out. 7:31 on the clock. That's the way it's supposed to go here. A hard battle right down to the end between these two. This one thrown in. Gianna Mendola kicks it up in the air, lefty. And Brigido. Now Brigido will look. Brigido sends it down. Going to go off of Langley. It's going to come this way off of Brigido. Did she get her hand on it? No. Lola Wojciechowski here. Got great little moves on her. Anna Wojciechowski gets pickpocketed. Here is Brigido. She's got Mendola. Can't see her. She got there's still 4 defenders down there. Tough play there as Brigido tried to get it down to where it belonged. And this will roll, and eventually roll out. 6:38 on the clock. Crowd is on hand here for tonight's District 2 semifinal between Wyoming Valley West. Here is Lauren Ritchie. Can she get the one-time ripper? Tries to, and they come over. Griskevich saved that one and then poked away. Another one. This is going to be left. I thought it was going to be just right high enough there. Footing there by Gianna Mendola didn't happen, and Sarah Griskevich came over to save the day because Ritchie was going to get ready to rip one. So the Wolfpack off of Isabella Mendola's back, off of her front, played up in the air and probably rushed it. .536. Who's going to get the bounce? Who's going to make the play? We'll find out here as we get closer to possibilities of overtime. Or maybe not. Gianna Mendola sends one down that far right side. And Valley West will kick it out, and the Wolfpack will get a throw in. Crystal Herder right now in the center of the field. She will switch over to this side right now. Throw in here will go to Herder. Herder will try to make a quick move, does. Crystal Herder back towards the middle. Crystal Herder over towards Evans, who's back in the game. Evans over to Herder. Herder trying to set up the offense. Crystal Herder sends one. Can it take a fortuitous bounce? Mackenzie Bowling dove on that one. And chance here. 4:35 on the clock. Sent deep here off of Griskevich. Griskevich, a senior. Brigido now sends it over to Sims. Sims looking. Sims makes a cut. Lindsay Sims, lefty, right to Bowling. So Bowling sure handed and got that one to go. And she will boot this thing out with authority. And it'll come over to the middle, and Ardo Boyko gets there. Sends it over to Sims. She gets hit. Here's Herder looking for some room, and it goes off of Gwen Langley as she tried to poke that through to her teammate. One more time. Herder. Here's Mendola with the possibility of the bad bounce, and they said offsides. So the official right there on that. 3:48 to go. Herder, she's such a good passer. She gets it right to the feet of her teammates and just makes plays. But unfortunately, Valley West is just very, very good defensively. Ardo Boyko sends it up in the air. Here's Brigido back over towards Valley West. Lola Wojciechowski. Griskevich off of a player. It's still in the air. Sims trying to volley it. It's not volleyball, but they'll try anything they could. And now Valley West with a possibility. Warnock. It is Ardo Boyko right there. They tangle. It goes off of Warnock. They're going to call a foul on Ardo Boyko. 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go, and they'll send it right over to the center. So the more dangerous play right now is Langley sending this thing and one of the Spartans running in the best they possibly could. Lauren Ritchie right now matched up, and she's got tons of speed. This one sent in. Mendola will be there for the save. So just needed to maybe get a little bit more air under that one. This one sent up right towards midfield. She got all that one as she sent it right to the 50. 2:30 on the clock here. Who's going to get it? Who wants it a little bit more? And who might get the lucky play? It is Evans. Over sideways. Aguilar. Aguilar sends one. It's Mendola, but Bowling's going to come out and make the play. Good job by Bowling. Great awareness as Mendola and Langley were there going toe to toe. Aguilar again. 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock. Throw in here deeply, and Valley West gets a footsie on it, and then it's kicked over towards the middle. Still alive. Here's Herder. Herder and Valley West, and they kick it out. Great defense. The Spartans are just so feisty back there. They don't allow a whole lot, and that's why they have only 4 losses this year and 2 ties. Another chance. 1:30 on the clock. Here is Herder. Crystal Herder. Sends one over to Bowling, and Bowling takes care of that. Well, Bowling now, and the Valley West Spartans will send it down. Griskevich. Here is Lindsey Sims. Chops it over towards Herder. Herder will look. Crystal Herder, but Valley West steps right into the lane. Herder sends one off ahead. It's still going here. The Spartans will come out, and Bowling makes the play. 59 seconds in regulation. Griskevich off her body. Warnick, and now they got a passability. They got a 2-on-2, 2-on-3, and Ritchie is there. They send it across, but Aguilar gets rid of it. Coming back over to the middle fast, and Babkowski. Now they'll send one towards Herder, and they don't make it. Here's Evans, though. Sends one deep. Can Mendola get there? Possibly. Kicks it. It's still on the move. Not going to make it outside. But you're going to get a corner with 27 seconds to go. That was as close as you're going to get. Here's the corner. 20 seconds on the clock. Up, send them up. You've got to organize. Valley West trying to defend. The crowd is going bananas. Like, send everybody in the kitchen sink. And it's kicked up in the air. And 9 seconds to go. Gianna Mendola going to chase it down. Can she get any mustard on it? It goes out. It'll be 2-1. We're going to overtime. Overtime coming here at Spartan Stadium. Well, we're back here at Spartan Stadium for the possible conclusion. Could we go to another overtime? I mean, you'd hate to see this thing go to penalty kicks for both teams, but, you know, those are things that possibly could happen. And, hey, you get something in the first 30 seconds. You just don't know. So we're going to a 15-minute. Now, maybe in the playoffs things get a little different, and it might be. And, again, it could be immediate. Gianna Mendola off her torso. Here is Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder with a cut. Crystal Herder sends it over to Benita Brigido. Brigido looking. Brigido maybe sending it to Mendola in the corner. Mendola will circle around instead of taking it to the corner. Gets it right to Herder. Herder makes a quick move. Crystal Herder now just trying to get by one of the defenders. It'll send it back to Aguilar. Aguilar will boot one. To Bowling, to Mendola. No. Bowling, calm, cool, collective. Really like the way she plays the keeper position. She's been gold for the Spartans. Throw in here. And here comes Valley West. Ardo Boyko. They get by her. Aguilar. They get by both. They're going to send it over to the middle. Mendola comes up strong. And that one goes wide. So when you first see it off the foot, sometimes you're like, that's going towards the keeper. But Angelina Mendola kind of just hugs that pole over there and lets it go. So Gianna Mendola with 13:49 as the clock stopped. Maybe it stops in overtime. I think it's like starting and stopping that clock. It's like getting a little spacey. And here is Richie. Richie with a cut down the shot and goes wide. Oh, boy. That was a golden opportunity for Richie as Mendola went for the one thing and Richie did the other and almost took that thing to the house. So I think the clock is skipping a little bit. That's what I think. It's counting down, but some seconds there seem like they're coming off from time to time. Nice play there by Brigido over to Sims. Sims will send that thing down. Could it go off a defender? It does, but it goes long here for Valley West. Aguilar. And Ardo Boyko gets there first. Ardo Boyko boots it up in the air. This one floating over towards the bench. Can Mendola get there? She tries to, and it goes out off of Valley West somehow. That's Herder. Crystal Herder now sends it down the corner to Mendola. Mendola, will she keep it in? She tries to, and then they pluck it away from her. Now a throw in here over towards Herder. Crystal Herder tries to circle the wagon. Crystal Herder sends one over to the middle. Lindsey Sims going to play it off at Lindsey Sims with no go and nobody home there for Wilkes-Barre. Now back over to the side, and it'll go out with 12:22 on the clock. Throw in here. Herder. Crystal Herder now back over. It'll come back over to the side, and Valley West kicks it to the middle. Valley West now has it on their footsie. Valley West trying to get a little momentum. Valley West trying to build up, but Sarah Griskevich is there. Griskevich bloops one, and then it goes Valley West's way. Annabelle Wojciechowski now back over to the middle. Lindsey Sims. This one's going to be Herder. Crystal Herder's coming. Crystal Herder with the bouncer. Bowling. Whoa, what a trap by Bowling. She played that, executed it perfectly. Mendola tried to come in, but nothing was moving from Bowling there on that one. Griskevich up in the air. Lola Wojciechowski now. She's playing volleyball. It is tipped to the side. It'll be Richie and Mendola, and then hit in, and then it comes back over. And then who's going to play it? They're going to win it. Over to Angelina Mendola. Oh, the nerves there. Valley West had a golden opportunity and just bounced the Wolfpack away on that one. Now it is Herder, Crystal Herder. She's going to look up. She sends it down. Here's Issa Mendola. It's a footsie race. It's going to be the opposite side, and Valley West defends it very, very well. If it was on the other side of Mendola, maybe a possibility there, but a great job there in the center. Gwen Langley, Bobkowski, they have played very, very well all season and all night long. Evans tried to dive into that. It goes off of her. Here comes Valley West, 10:40 on the 15-minute OT here. This one sent long and deep and out of bounds. So Richie and Mendola back there. Oh, Dallas and Berwick playing tonight. I will tell you that Delaware Valley has beaten Williamsport, and they will host the District 2 championship game either against Valley West or against Wilkes-Barre. So Mendola and Ritchie meet outside the box. Ritchie goes down, and they call it on Mendola. I thought that was a 50-50 play, but, you know, sometimes you're going to get the call, sometimes you're not. And both of those girls basically play in the same travel program, so they're friends. They know each other, but Ritchie's going to get up a little slow. She'll be all right. He's tough. And here comes the opportunity to win it here for Valley West. They're going to send it over to Mendola, makes the catch. And did they wait not for the whistle, or is it going to go Wilkes-Barre? Oh, she's going off the field. So they get another. The Wilkes-Barre fans are going to go bananas. Like, listen, how did they get another opportunity here? I get it, but the player was not off the field. She had to wait for the whistle. But then is it – now here's this player over here on this far side. Gruskevich is going to come over to Warnock. So they got to keep their hands low. Here's the chance. Mendola makes the catch. Oh, boy, that almost slid off her. So Lola Wojciechowski, no go, as Ritchie had to come out momentarily. Here's a big header, but nobody's down that way. Herder will try to chase it down, but it'll go out of bounds. Yes, throw in here for the Wolfpack. Herder, quick hitter. Crystal Herder, lefty. Bowling is there. You can't keep hitting it from 20 yards. Her and Mendola have been trying a lot of the same things. They got to get closer and try to finesse this goalie. She's just too darn good with the basics. Here is Sims. Sims will play it back to Mendola. Gianna Mendola sends one down. It goes through, but it just didn't take the right bounce as her sister Isa was lurking. It went through somebody's legs and off a rock, through the moss, by a tree, one of those tricks. Valley West now towards midfield. Everything gets heightened now. They send it over towards Herder. Kicked up in the air. Evans couldn't win it. Now it's Lindsey Sims. Sims sends one up in the air. Mendola with the header straight up in the air, but it will be Langley who wins it out of the air. It'll go to Evans. 8:44 on the clock here in the OT. Evans getting hungry, sends one down, but Valley West clears it. And now discussion between Ardo Boyko and Mendola saying, you take it, no, you take it. And somebody had to take it, and now Evans gets it, and then it's still up in the air, and then it's still going, and Valley West boots one deep. Gianna Mendola will try to track this thing down, and no go. But Angelina Mendola will come over her sister and say, all right, I got you, sis. I got you, sis. They were lucky to get that to work. Now it is Aguilar. Back over to Ardo Boyko. They lost it in the middle. Ardo Boyko stepped and lost it. Lola Wojciechowski. And now a Tripsy. And that is another opportunity here for Valley West. The nerves of steel right now for Spartan fans. And a quick cut. Valley West now hit out, and then another grounder, and Angelina Mendola gets that one. Valley West, they kind of hit that body first, and then they tried to get a low one, and Angelina Mendola will boot this thing deep. But Valley West, again, they are just first to win balls, and that's been a huge advantage for them as the Wolfpack just can't get any offense going. Another one sent down. This one sent near. It's going to be a close call, but Mendola, Angelina, the freshman, gets there first. 7 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Booted towards midfield, headed. Mendola off her head. Crystal Herder and sends it down. Mendola stopped. I'm not sure why. Bowling boots it out. Now Bowling there had opportunity to slow it down as the Wolfpack now get another opportunity here with the throw-in. They'll send it down towards Mendola. Mendola gets it in the air over to Herder. Crystal Herder plops it up in the air. Lindsey Sims is down there. But Valley West is there too, and then we'll get a deep throw in here for the Wolfpack. Sims, or that's Brigido over there. So now the official stops it quickly, gets it going again. Brigido on the throw, off of Sims. Here's Crystal Herder. Can she get a little wiggle room and send one home? Bowling dives on that ball. 6:11 on the clock. Plopped up in the air. Gianna Mendola sends it over to Sims. Lindsay Sims now. Sends one down. Off of the Valley West defender, Issa Mendola plops it in the air. Crystal Herder's right there. Valley West again. Griskevich off of her. It'll go Valley West's way. Now it looks like Ritchie will come back in after the rest. So at number 11, Alyssa Laudenschlager came in, and it'll be Ritchie back in the game, the most dangerous threat right now for the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. It goes in, it's Evan, no call, her and Lola Wojciechowski, and they'll send it deep, and this one's dangerous, and it's a footsie race with Ritchie, and it'll be Angelina Mendola. Luckily gets it as Gianna Mendola shielded Lauren Ritchie. That was an inches play there, as Ritchie almost made an incredible play. But luckily for the Wolfpack fans, they get to live another day here with 5:01 to go. Langley sends it up. Here's Valley West. Ritchie is lurking. Gianna Mendola sends it straight over to the sideline. Could not get that downfield. Big throw in here. They are one move away. It is Lola Wojciechowski. She's going to communication, and then, yeah, it's going to be a corner. No, not a corner. I swore Gianna Mendola kicked that out. Somehow that went off Wojciechowski. I have no idea how. I guess my eyes are deceiving me, but I thought that should have been Spartan ball. So here comes Mendola with the kick with 4:15 on the clock. The winner will play Delaware Valley on the road in Matamoros, Pennsylvania on Saturday. Herder tries to get a little room. She's got three defenders in front of her. Crystal Herder unable to squeeze it through. And then Aguilar as it went past Mendola. And then this one sent down. Lauren Ritchie, was she onside? Looked off. And her and Mendola again. And Gianna Mendola picks her pocket. And Ritchie will try to hustle that. So you get deep in this every little play. You just don't know if it's in or if it's out. And that's still in. Ritchie keeps it alive. It's sent across. And Valley West is alive, but off a head, off another head, coming this way. Oh, boy, this is close. Valley West, here's Ritchie now with a possibility. Who wants it more? And, oh, my goodness, that was a golden opportunity for the Spartans. Two players there just took the wrong bounce as Mendola was there lurking, but it was two Valley West Spartans. They were like, I got, and just couldn't get it. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Gianna Mendola off of Issa Mendola's foot. She'll chase it down, get it to her teammate. And now here comes Valley West. Annabelle Wojciechowski. Mendola stops her and gets rid of that. Now it'll be Crystal Herder. Stop and go. Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder sends it down, and here is Sims. Over to Evans. Coming back this way. And sent up in the air. This one sent down. Gianna Mendola gets her footsie on it. And then back over to Aguilar. So Mendola gets to it first, sends it down, Evans, and Valley West puts it on a frozen rope, but it goes over to Prado, and Prado off her foot. I thought they were going to let that go out, but Prado tried to control it, unable to. Now Wolfpack gets it back. $1:47 to go. Aguilar throws it. Off a body, kicked deep. And here's Warnick, and she trucks Mendola, Don't think there's a call there, as both were going to play it. Angelina Mendola is going to end up kicking it out, but kicks it right to Warnick, and there's Richie Gianna Mendola there. And then she kicks it out, and no call here. And then it plopped up in the air one more time. Wojciechowski, Griskevich. Here's Wojciechowski, gets by. Wojciechowski with a big-time save by Angelina Mendola. Holy crow, that was dangerous. Wojciechowski got a Jimmy the Ripper off. That was gorgeous. Just barely saved it. But the Spartans have a corner. They've got 3 players up, and it looks like Wilkes-Barre, they've got to sell out at this point. Here's the blooper for the game winner, hit out. An unbelievable play there. And Evans will try to drive all the way across with 29 seconds to go. Talk about exciting action here at Spartan Stadium tonight. That one goes into the stands. Valley West, not sure if they're cramping up over there. They're getting dinged up a little bit again. It's been a physical game. It's kind of gone both ways. There have been a couple whistles, but overall, this overtime is over. I got to do my homework. I'm not sure. We may go another 15-minute overtime here before we go to penalty kicks. I'm not sure. We might go right to kicks. We're back here at Spartan Stadium. Second overtime. Do we have 2 overtimes on our score? Can we go to 2 overtimes over there? I don't know. I don't know what's in the mix here. We'll see if we could get to 2 overtimes, but we're in the second overtime now. So we're in 2 OTs here in soccer. 15 minutes, and we're underway. Herder, Crystal Herder, for the right to play Delaware Valley. Who's going to do it? Issa Mendola. Back to Crystal Herder. Herder trying to make a couple of lateral moves, sends it over to Prado. Prado sends it back to the middle to Sims, back over to Herder. Herder sends it now over to Evans. Evans in the center. Evans makes a quick move. Evans, tried to get one on the ground. Her and Mendola not on the same page. That was a decent pass there, I think, by Evans, but Mendola just was thinking something else. This one now goes the other way. Gianna Mendola. Bennett bent down, and it should be Angelina Mendola coming out and boots that one up in the air. Goes straight up in the air, right near the 45, and then headed over towards Annabelle Wojciechowski. Then sent up in the air. The Wolfpack not getting a whole lot of mustard on a lot of these plays. They're kicking them up in the air. And then Prado with an intelligent play there. Kick that off the Valley West defender. Now we'll get a throw in. Prado into Lindsey Sims. Then that is plucked away. Aguilar back over. A lot of kickball right now as you got to just make some good passes, both teams. Here it is. Herder. Crystal Herder. That goes off a handball. They didn't see it. I don't know if the official was shielded. Here is Warnick. It's Mendola coming out to get it as Ardo Boyko communicates with her keeper. And Mendola sends it out over to Herder's foot. Crystal Herder now. Mendola waiting for something over there. It goes that far side to Brigido. 13-14 here in the second overtime between Valley West and Wilkes-Barre area. And here's the chance for the Spartans. Send one into Mendola's legs, and Mendola will have to go down there again, and then that goes out and goes the wrong way. That is not good luck there for Wilkes-Barre. Ardo Boyko sent it right to the corner. So instead of sending it to the side where you'd love to get a throw, it'll bring Gwen Langley up for the potential corner victory for the Spartans. They've beaten the Wolfpack twice. 3 times would be a accomplishment. Here is Langley. This one is into the uprights. So that almost had like that little curve-in feel to it from Langley. Just got a little too much of it. Mendola from her defender spot. Gianna Mendola, junior. Sister's a senior, Issa. Her other sister's a freshman, Angelina. Here is a possibility. Crystal Herder gets taken down, and there's no call. And here is Prado, and then it's back over to the middle. So sometimes you don't get a call. You got to play through it. Aguilar's going to kick it, just a little the other way as she tried to get Mendola to get to it, but unable to do that. Well, officials wanted the foul, but you know what? The fans wanted the foul. But again, we think before when Valley West went down, those fans wanted a call. So you're not always going to get a call here or there, and that's the way things work sometimes. So still somebody lurking to try to make a play. Chris Skevich in the air. Lola Wojciechowski, it's still alive. It's kicked down. It goes to Mendola. Mendola's got 4 people down there. Over to Mackey. Mackey will send one down. Here's Crystal Herder. No, it is Langley who steps up there. Now Valley West. Here is Lindsey Sims wins it. That's a big win. Sends it down, but Herder had no more steam and was walking back the other way. 10:52 on the clock. This one skirted a little bit there. It'll go to Lindsey Sims. Gianna Mendola over to her sister. She whiffed on that. Ardo Boyko off the side of her foot. Here's a little momentum here for Valley West. Prado comes in. Gianna Mendola will find it, get to it, and then her sister downfield, still alive in the air, and off of who? They say it's off of Issa Mendola. So throw in here for Valley West. 10-13, second overtime tonight between these two. Aguilar, Evans, booted in the air. Who's going to win it? Who wants it? It's Lola Wojciechowski wants it. Still alive. Wojciechowski, the freshman, makes a little footsie move, gets pickpocketed there, and then still alive. And guess what? Valley West will still have it. They'll still have it. They'll still have it again. She goes by 3 people, and just footsie skills, that's all it is, man. And then they boot it up in the air. And Mendola tries to get to it. Here's Evans. Evans sends one over towards the opposite side, and the other defender. Can Mackey win it? She does. A huge win for Mackey. Over towards Herder, and Herder just stopped over there again. 9:24 on the clock. Bowling will kick it out. Prado with a play, and then booted up in the air. Ardo Boyko off her, and now it's over to Gianna Mendola. But it goes to a Valley West player. Now it is Mackey hustling over there. She has had some hustle plays here and possibilities here for the Wolfpack. Mendola tries to tangle down there, and then Gianna Mendola, and they'll call a foul, I'm sure, because no. Okay, thought maybe she got into her body. No, they just said it goes off of the Wolfpack. All right, that was a tough play there. Thought maybe the Spartans would get the call, and that is booted towards the center. This is a dangerous play, and it'll be a corner. So the Wolfpack will have to try to live another day, but Gwen Langley will send this one across here for the Spartans with 8:30 to go in the second overtime. Here comes Wyoming Valley West. They send it across. Griskevich kicks it out. It goes back to Langley. Langley's going to have another chance. She sends that one across. It's off ahead, and it goes out. Whew, Valley West just knocking on that door all night long with those corners. They're dangerous. Gianna Mendola now to kick things out. Wolfpack's opportunities offensively look a little bleaker than they have. Who is in better shape? The Spartans and the Wolfpack. Still alive. Here's a shot. Annabelle Wojciechowski, and it gets on a foot over there for the Spartans. It's Griskevich trying to push it away. It's still alive. Who's going to hustle this? Griskevich kicks it out late. Oh, that would have been a great chance there for Griskevich to try to shield. But it'll be a throw in here for Wyoming Valley West. 7:07 now on the clock. Great slide there for Valley West. They'll boot it in. But coming out, it's Evans, but it still gets over to one of the Spartans again, and now it'll come back to one of the defenders. Mendola trying to contain that. Off of Evans, off of Annabelle Wojciechowski over to the center, and that one goes off a body. And Angelina Mendola will take care of it. So Mendola sends it over to her sister, who gets it over to a defender. Here's Mackey. Mackey's made some good hustle plays here late. They're going to need one big play. Lola Wojciechowski's got every move in the book. Sends one down deep. It's going to be an interesting finish by Lauren. Is that Lauren Ritchie running over, and Angelina Mendola just about got there. Great hustle once again out of the Spartans. Miss hit there by Mendola. Here is Prado, and it goes out. Throw in. It'll go over to, and it'll get a player in here. Brigido will come in for Prado. 5:53 on the clock. Might come down to penalty kicks. That's scary for both teams, I'm sure. This one straight up in the air. Off of Mendola's shoulder. Here is Herder, Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder trying to make a play. Crystal Herder circles around. Crystal Herder off of Annabelle Wojciechowski. Sends it over. Here's Shelby Ardo Boyko. Sends one over to Mackenzie Evans. Evans sends one down to the corner. And again, Mendola standing still. And Evans sends a ball like, hey, you got to get moving. You got to get moving. And Mendola was flat-footed. Five minutes and 3 seconds on the clock. This one sent over to Herder. Her and Mendola. Herder's got to move. He's got to keep going. Crystal Herder high off of Bowling and goes wide. Great play by Bowling with 4:49 to go. Oh, I thought she had just a little more wiggle room to keep going. Off of Sims. Off of Warnick. Ardo Boyko. Now back over. Sends it deep. It's Aguilar right in the air. Now it's Annabelle Wojciechowski over to the side. Lauren Ritchie's there. Could she slide it and rip it? And somebody, and then now it'll be Angelina Mendola coming out as her sister's like, you got it, right? You got it. Angelina Mendola to the center. Her sister Isabel is there. And it'll be a trip here we'll get, and it'll be a direct at the 35. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Nerves of steel, again, by all fans. It's just been that kind of game. But, again, you get into the playoffs, anything could happen here. And here is Gwen Langley to try to put this thing away in 2 overtimes. Langley gets a ripper. It's going to bounce, and Mendola's going to get to it. This one towards midfield. Crystal Herder right to her foot. It goes through. Brigido tries to track it. Sends it back over to the middle, and it'll be out and a deep throw in. And we'll get a substitution as Macking comes out and Prado comes in on that far side. 3:12 on the clock. Herder. And still live. Valley West keeps it in. Aguilar lets it go, and it'll be a Wolfpack throw. Herder. Over to the side. She's got an open Lindsey Sims. Sims slides it one way. Sims sends it towards Bowling, and it's still alive, but there's nobody home for the Wolfpack. Nobody was there as that ball stayed alive for the Spartans, or the Wolfpack, and the Spartans are now going the other way. Here's Warnick with a big head of steam. Warnick trying to get one extra play. Her and Gianna Mendola down in that deep corner. Mendola falls down. Warnick now still trying to square her up. Sends it across. It goes off of Gianna Mendola. 2:16 on the clock. They'll get a throw in over here. Lauren Ritchie tying her shoe in the center of the field. Ball is alive here for the Spartans and headed out. What a play over there. And then a Jimmy the Ripper. Oh, boy, that hurts for the Spartans. That was so close. I think that was Ardo Boyko who made the huge head save. And now 3 kids run across the field, and we have no idea why. All right, after that brief interruption with $1:39 to go, the clock stopped. All right, whistle comes. Mendola boots this thing down towards the sideline. And takes a long bounce, but gets over midfield. Off of Ritchie. Over towards the center. Here's a little momentum. Lola Wojciechowski. Mendola pickpockets from behind. That was good fortune there for the Wolfpack. Sims sends one down. She's got Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder's got a 1-on-4. There's no chance for Crystal Herder. She splits 2 of them. She sends one. It goes off of somebody, and it's going to get to the corner with 1:05 to go. How about that? Here is Isa Mendola now. If you're the Wolfpack, you send the house right now. There's 54 seconds to go. Send everybody. Whoever you got. 48 seconds now. So they wait for somebody to come in. Isa Mendola on the corner sends one across. The header goes straight up in the air, and it'll go out of bounds. almost out of bounds. Valley West plays it in. Now it's coming down, and it'll be Warnick and Gianna Mendola, and then it is a whistle on the Wolfpack. Stood her ground, 22 seconds. Here comes the direct kick, 19, 17. Griskevich over towards the Valley West bench. 11 seconds. Griskevich off her noggin. And that's it. 2 overtimes. We're tied. Looks like it's going to get a little crazy at this point. Well, both goalie keepers are talking over there, and you got to like that. Bowling initiates the conversation. She's the junior, and it comes down to this. It's tough. No matter who you are, they'll line them up, and somebody's got to shoot, somebody's got to score, blah, blah, blah. You got all these girls. They got the blankets out. They're sitting there like a bonfire over here. And it's crazy. It's overtime soccer. It's district semifinal with the winner moving on to play Delaware Valley on Saturday. Officials having conversations as to where they're at after the 2 15-minute overtimes. First game went to Valley West 5-4 in a rainy affair. Wolfpack had a 2-goal lead in that, and Valley West came back. And then in the second game, Valley West did it 1-0 here at Spartan Stadium. And now we've played 80 minutes, 15 minutes, and 15 minutes. That's a lot of soccer. And now you got to go shoot and score, or you got to try to save the game. So you got a freshman down there who's really not a goalie. She stepped in this year to try to help her high school team, but she's not truly a goalie. And then you got Bowling, who's a junior goalie who's savvy. But again, a bounce here or there, sometimes it doesn't make a whole lot of sense as to what happens, but that's what happens, and that's what you go with. So the coaches just double checking with the referees double checking with the coaches. Getting a little cold here. All right, here we go as the coach will come over and, you know, she might have to just kind of make sure. I don't know if they have to talk to the fans. I'm not sure because there might be some kind of thing like, hey, don't do this or don't do that or whatever. Or maybe make sure they don't use flashlights. Who knows? I'm not sure. So bowling's got the right idea, just kind of like sitting down there and just like chilling right now because part of you probably has to chill before what nerves you have here. Do you want to go first? Do you want to go second? Like, what do you want to do? And if you get an advantage and somebody scores, does that put more pressure on the second person? So this is where we're at. This is what it's come down to. So it'll be Crystal Herder. She will be the first player to step up here for the Wolfpack. The crowd getting into it. There's little doubt here as to what you're going to expect. Semifinal, double overtime, wait for the whistle, whatever you say. That's what it is. So Crystal Herder and Mackenzie Bowling is in goal for Wyoming Valley West. Here comes Crystal Herder. She got a big head of steam here, like not just 2 yards, it's like 5 or 6. Shoots and goes through the uprights. So that one painful for Wolfpack faithful, as unable to get that done. And now the freshman, Angelina Mendola, will step in. As the keeper. And I believe that is Warnick, the shooter, for Wyoming Valley West. Yep. So Warnick is a junior. So Veronica Warnick and Angelina Mendola in goal here. So far, the Wolfpack are 0 for 1. And that one goes. So just a little slider over to that right-hand side. And it's 1 goal for Valley West, no goals for the Wolfpack. So now Bowling will come in and Isa Mendola will step up here for the Wolfpack. Fans into it down there as expected here in the shootout. So Bowling in goal, Mendola the senior. Shoots and scores. So the last time Isa Mendola faced Bowling, Bowling won that one with 15 seconds left to go in regulation. That time she delivered for the Wolfpack. 1 goal apiece, but the advantage is right now on Wyoming Valley West. So this is Lauren Ritchie. She will step up here for the Spartans. Angelina Mendola, the freshman, trying to see what she could do with her instincts here, but Ritchie's pretty darn talented. Ritchie scores. here comes Brigido for the Wolfpack. So 2-1. Here is Brigido. Benita Brigido shoots and scores. 2-2. So Angelina Mendola is going to have to try to step up at some point here to get a save. Or hope there's a miscue. Who's shooting here for the Spartans? Can't see a number. Shot is up and high. So Lola Wojciechowski. Here comes Lindsay Sims. So this is the fourth player, and we're even right now at 2 apiece. Fourth player, Wolfpack started shooting first. Valley West will try to match. But, of course, let's see what Lindsay Sims could do here for the Wolfpack. Here's Lindsay Sims against Mackenzie Bowling here. Round 4. Shooting us. Nope. Officials there, no go. I don't think that's a goal. You got to feel for the keepers. I mean, just super nervy. Not the ideal thing you love. You know, you love to win a game. You love to compete in a game. But this is challenging. No doubt about it. So if Valley West could put this one in, they would take the advantage. Put all the pressure right now on the Wolfpack. Let's see what they could do. That one goes in the left corner. So they go up 3-2. Gianna Mendola, she's got the world on her shoulders right now to try to tie it. Walks down calmly against Bowling. Valley West saves it, they win it. So Bowling, Mackenzie Bowling, is ready to go. Gianna Mendola with that possibility here as Valley West gets ready and thinks they may be able to celebrate. Gianna Mendola now has to deliver for the Wolfpack. All the pressure on her. Shoots and scores. Gets it by Bowling. That wasn't pretty, but she did it. And now it'll be Annabelle Wojciechowski against Angelina Mendola. The junior, Wojciechowski, got a sister who plays, Lola, who's really good, and Angelina Mendola is the freshman. The game on the line. For the right to play Delaware Valley, Annabelle Wojciechowski, Angelina Mendola. And she scores. So that should do it. Valley West is going to play Delaware Valley for the championship. And the sportsmanship there by Bowling, second to none, as you just don't get that in a game like this. So congratulations to the Wyoming Valley West Spartans, and a great job there by Bowling with the sportsmanship, and they earned it. Valley West beat the Wolfpack 3 times this year. That is not easy to do, but they did it. Congratulations to the Wyoming Valley West Spartans, victorious here in double overtime, in a shootout, with all that. Valley West headed to the finals. Have a good night, everybody. Congratulations to the Spartans.